Hello viewers and welcome back to another video from GT Sports Mates, where you will be joining us at Sardegna. This is a fantastic track, lots of straight line speed, lots of corners actually as well. If you look at the map in a minute, you'll see it's almost a square, but between every corner there's quite a lot of corners. A lot of them flat out, so power here almost is essential. As you can see though, we are starting at the very back. We're in 14th, there's only 14 drivers, so let's see how we get on over the next 4 laps. Please let us know in the comments, where do you think we're going to finish? I was hoping to at least get top 10, as we currently go up into 10th. Getting a pretty decent launch, I'll be honest, off the line. Not very easy in the Mustang, it does bog down quite a lot. We're coming into the first corner here, and you can see everyone's starting already to go a bit shallow. I just go around the outside though. Yeah, I'll take that. We're up to 6th place now. We've got John, our fellow GT Sports driver, on the right of us there in the Subaru. The Subaru does struggle a little bit here at Sardegna for the speed. However, the cornering of that Subaru is absolutely superb. So as long as John can keep up with us in the corners, then he'll be absolutely fine, because the lack of top end in the Subaru basically that Subaru's just going to get pulled along in the toe. So as long as John can keep up in the corners, he'll be absolutely fine there. Going round quite a difficult corner, actually, very easy to get that wrong and go into the barriers there. John on our left now, and just in front of us, in 3rd place, that is Josh, another one of the drivers here at GT Sports Mates. So there's 3 of us in this race. So we're going to see how we get on. Yeah, I was hoping myself for at least to finish in the top 10. Is a podium possible at this point? You know, we're in 6th place. We're what, 3/4 of the way through the first lap, and we've gone from 14th to 6th. So maybe a podium is possible. I would have said at the beginning, too ambitious. You know, you're never going to get on a podium from this point. But so far, we've actually done a pretty good job here. Coming up to the second to last corner here. Very difficult corners. You've got to absolutely nail it. And if you don't, you'll lose so much speed. Difficult to do in the first lap. All the cars are still slightly bunched up. So I did run a bit wide there. But as you can see now, it is just a slipstream train. I'm just on the right hand side of John here. John right in the slipstream of Josh in that Corvette. Now that Corvette is not slow. I think it matches the Mustang for top end speed, which means I can't catch up and he won't pull away. However, John will use that toe to get ahead, and he has done, but it looks like he's just run a little bit wide into the gravel there. I'm not sure what's going on there. But he's back on the track, as you can see behind, and we're all okay. We've all survived whatever happened there. Anyway, we're now in 2nd. Josh looking to make a move up the inside there, then realising he's not really got big room to do it yet. But that's okay, because he's just going to sit in this toe now all the way down what really, if you're looking at the map, would be the back straight, I suppose. There's a big kink in it, but it's completely flat out from this corner. Getting so close to that corner, then you can see that's what you need to do at this track. You've got to be brave, you've got to commit to these corners, because if you run just 1 or 2 meters wide, you lose so much speed. Coming down here now, and as you can see, actually the McLaren there in 2nd. We're now up into 1st, by the way. I mean, not like 1 3/4 laps down, and we're up into 1st from 14th. I'll take that all day long. Not doing a very good job in that corner, as you saw. I run very wide there. Interestingly though, the McLaren F1 in 2nd, by far the fastest car at this track. The Mustang's fast, don't get me wrong, in a straight line, but that McLaren has got a better top end, and we've got to hook this corner up really nice, get as close as we can. A little bit wide again, but it also looks like the McLaren and Josh ran slightly wide there, which is good for me. But this is where it starts getting dangerous, because that McLaren F1 is faster than the Mustang on its own power, and now he's going to be closing me down in the toe, which means he's going to come rocketing past. So what I've got to do now is absolutely nail this first corner, just to see if I can pull away. Now you can see the gap there. It's not very big. He's probably just outside of the toe there. Getting as close as can to apex without hitting the gravel. Get a little bit sideways there. We just managed to hold on. But I have to be super careful through through this little section here, actually, this little chicane. Left and a right-hander. I normally go over the curb there and take a bit of the grass with me, but I just didn't want to risk it. I mean, there is a little bit of a gap. I can take a little bit of a liberty, but I can't take too much, and I didn't want to risk any kind of slide. I need to get that power down as quick as I can. How close will we get to this wall here? Pretty damn close. That's what you need to do. Get as close as you can, get the power down, and that gap should just start to expand. Because like I said, that McLaren in E2 is no joke. And Josh as well in the Corvette in P3. Again, I think that matches the Mustang for top speed as I run slightly, well, not slightly, I run deep into that corner there. Not good. McLaren doing a much better job. Ran deep as well, but nowhere near as bad. And I think he's going to start closing that gap down now. We are going purple on lap 3, which is good. That's what you want to be doing, you know. At least you know you're making time and not losing it. Coming up now to the second to last corner. Braking very hard at that 100. Turning in, how close? Fairly close. I can get closer. But looking back then, you saw the McLaren kind of lurch a little bit, which means he probably didn't do all that too well himself there. But again, that McLaren is no joke. It's going to catch up. So I've got to absolutely nail this final lap. There we go. Coming on to the final lap now. We are still in first place. We are leading this race from the back of the grid to first in a couple of laps. Can we hold on? That McLaren getting so close under the power of its own engine. This is where the palm sweat start. That's what this is now. You're very confident that something could go wrong. I know that's a bit of a strange thing to say, but trust me, at this point, anything can go wrong. Hit the grass slightly wrong. You can see they're just going over the grass. That could have so easily spun us. And in fact, I have spun out that corner doing that exact thing. So I'm really pushing it here now. Again, going purple. Running a lot wider than I wanted to round that corner. Not ideal, but the McLaren. Oh, Josh just hitting the barrier there. That's going to slow Josh down. He was right in that toe of that McLaren, I think. Yeah, you can see there now he has dropped off a little bit. That's how easy you will lose speed at this track. Look at the gap now between second and third. Josh just grazing that barrier. Much better cornering there by myself, if I do say so myself. Getting super close. McLaren absolutely on top of it. Doing a perfectly good job as well. Absolutely fantastic job for that corner. And I have to admit, that McLaren is quite difficult in the corner. So this driver is doing exceedingly well to get that car to behave. Round at the second to last corner now. We have to get this absolutely spot on. Pretty damn good, if I do so myself. McLaren also, he's now with my toe. It's going to be a drag race right to the very end. I don't think there's going to be enough room, enough time for the top end speed of that McLaren to come into play as he comes round. There we go, coming across the line in first place, doing a little bit of a weave, I will admit. And okay, the McLaren and Josh, McLaren and Josh doing pirouettes over the line. Not quite sure what's going on there, but there you go, ladies and gentlemen. 14th to first in 4 laps. I've never done that before. Was you expecting it? I'm pretty sure you wasn't. Please leave us a comment. Let us know where you think I was going to finish, because I would never have said first, that's for sure. I don't think I'm ever going to do that again either. This is like a once in a lifetime opportunity, I think, for me. Absolutely made up with that result. I'm getting fastest lap as well, and a clean race. That's the important one for me. Clean races are always nice, because you don't want to have dirty races at all. Anyway, that's all from us here at GT Sports, mates. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to me talk about it. So yeah, until next time, we'll see you then.